What's up, everybody? Rob here, back with another episode of Wasting Wildcards here on Multi 5. And this week, I got a pretty fun one. I will be playing Best of 1, so no 2 out of 3 this week. And I think the deck that I have kind of lends itself more to Best of 1, just because it's an all-out, go-wide deck that people aren't expecting, because it's kind of a brew. So what is it exactly? I have it labeled as Saheeli tokens, and it's basically a Hero of Precinct 1 deck, a Saheeli deck, and just like a go wide real fast, make a bunch of tokens, overwhelm the opponent, and yeah, there's a little bit of tempo to it, a little bit of play, but basically you just want to crank out tokens with these two things. We got Teferi to kind of keep our opponents off of instant and counter spells, as well as just value. You've got Depose Deploy, which does two things. It kind of helps you stall if you need to and draw a card, or just make even more tokens. And not only does it make more tokens, but it triggers Saheeli and Hero. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. It's got the potential for extreme blowouts with heroic reinforcements, where if you have a Hero and a Saheeli, you're basically making 4 1/1s, so you're adding 8 power to the board on just that turn with nothing. So yeah, this deck is pretty fun. The mana base is pretty painful, but I'm not too concerned about that. I didn't want to add the new temples or anything like that, because I just want to win, and I want to win fast. So let's do ourselves a constructed event here. Hopefully that thing where the game doesn't let you play the game, that bug that was going around a few weeks ago, no longer exists. All right, let's do it up here. This deck's worst nightmare is just like Goblin Chain Whirler, much like early Selesnya tokens builds were afraid of. That card can just completely wreck us. So let me see here. Pretty good mana base. We got some removal. Goblin Electromancer makes some other stuff quick. This isn't bad as just kind of like a mid-range hand. Hopefully we draw into some of our token makers. But I think just because we have a good mana base and we got a good curve, we want to keep this. We got some play against like control. We got some play against aggro. Let's see. So probably mono blue if they're just playing blue, or like Simic Flash or something like that. So let's get the Electromancer out there. Luckily, there's no 1 mana creature counters, so we can do that without fear on summon. All right, so I think we're going against mono blue here. Okay, so they have 2 mana floating, or available, not floating. So they could Essence Capture and capture this, and then just a whole slew of non-creature counters. So I think I would rather get this countered. Because Teferi will be able to catch us back up. It'll help us kind of tempo them out. Okay, so it's Simic Flash. So if we can stick this, it's going to be huge. But they could respond by playing a creature and then just killing it on the snapback. So I think I'm actually just going to run out of reinforcements here. Let's see if they want to kill something. So they'll probably play that little, this little cutthroat guy. So priority number 1 here is sticking this Teferi, because if we can stick the Teferi, we are going to be in really, really good shape. So they can't play the wolf yet. So let's attack. These flash decks really make you think. They really make you work for it. So if we try to Beacon Bolt this, they could respond, and anything they cast on our turn will basically counter the Beacon Bolt, even if it's not a counter, just by growing it. Justice Strike will either kill it or get countered. So I'm just going to end the turn and then see what they cast on our end step. Nothing. Okay. That's fine. So on their end step, I'm going to try to kill this and see if they get rid of something. Okay, so now they have wolf mana up. Okay, great. They no longer have wolf mana. So this is tricky. I could play Teferi. I just want to be able to protect this. I mean, the Teferi, that is. So let's attack. Perfect. Okay. Not perfect in the sense that they have enough power to kill my Teferi, but they can't counter it. So this is tricky. Do I just minus the Cutthroat, accept the fact that it's going to die? This is like the most powerful card in this matchup, so I almost wonder if I should have just Beacon Bolted there and continue to play slow. I think we just minus this, accept the fact that it's going to die. We really kind of missed out on a lot of the power this deck has to option. Like, we didn't get any of our token builders, which is kind of the way this deck works. That's what we want. It's pretty good too. All right, well, let's attack. All right, not bad. They still have mana up, but luckily... So let's hope they don't have any gate here. That'd be kind of a bummer. Okay, not bad, not bad. Still got the token out of it. Still killed the Cutthroat. We're in a pretty good spot right here. Yeah, whatever. We'll block. No sense in taking extra damage when we're most likely going to continue to make a lot of tokens. I think we just keep getting creatures out. This is gonna, if it resolves, we have 3 creatures on the board. It does not resolve. I don't want to trade here. My hero is key here. I need to continue making as many tokens as possible. And hopefully our opponent kind of runs out of gas, which it looks like they might. So if we Beacon Bolt, we still have a decent amount of mana left. So let's Beacon Bolt here. One card left in hand. Okay. So I think we just want to get rid of this. Get rid of that. It's the lower impact of the card. So if we draw like a Saheeli, this card could super bring us back into it. I'm going to just get in for 2 here because I am not worried about these. Definitely just going to double block, try to even out our board as much as possible. Unsummon would be super annoying. Yeah. Okay. This is huge. I think I just want to draw a card. They can recast the Trickster, tapping this down, but I would still have a blocker and potentially even 2. They could recast it this turn, which would be annoying. Actually, no, they couldn't because Teferi. Teferi is very good in this matchup. That's a bummer. We do not have the appropriate mana to also cast this, but sticking it to Fairy. Oh man, I'm an idiot. I totally shouldn't have attacked there. Whatever. You learn. You learn. So there's still a little bit of latency there. I think our opponent still has something. Or not. So I don't want to get greedy here. All right, didn't have to get greedy, and we got there. Yeah, so the Simic Flash deck is very annoying, and I tend to not play it properly because my play patterns tend to not be nearly as patient as you need to be against a deck like that. You really got to take your time. You really have to bait out all of their counter spells because you need to stick the important stuff. There's definitely a misplay there for sure by leaving my Teferi open. I should have known how to play around that because Teferi completely shuts that matchup down. All right, this is a much better opening hand. A turn 2 hero, then we can follow up with either Teferi if we draw the lands, or at least a discovery to find our lands, a heroic reinforcements to try to close out the game. This is definitely a 7 we want to keep. Now, I've seen a bunch of Jeskai hero decks floating around on like MTG Goldfish and stuff like that, and they've been pretty cool. But this one, just the explosive nature of hero and heroic reinforcements and Saheeli is just so fun. Yeah, I kind of walked into that one, but Burn's gonna be Burn. So I want to make sure my Teferi sticks around here. So at least we've shut down Burn on their turn. If they use 2 burn spells to kill Teferi, or even more, I would be 100% okay with that. For 1, we have another Teferi, and 2, we essentially just gained 5 life. And we're going to do it again. Man, Teferi is so friggin' busted. Such a good card. All right, so they could target our Teferi with that. It's kind of annoying. Wizard's Lightning? Not bad. Not bad, opponent. You got everything. But hey, Teferi just gained us 10 life. That's pretty good. Oh my god. Oh boy. So next turn we could potentially uptick Teferi, hold up heroic reinforcements for their turn, which would be pretty fun. Do it. Just let my Teferis gain all the life from me. Yes. I love it. All right. All right, here we go. All right, well, my internet went out. Let's see if I can recover from this. Let's see here. I'm at 17. I'm still okay. Maybe I can find a Justice Strike. Nope, nope. Let's see what I can get. A Shock. Not what I need, but let's get rid of this and hope for the best. All right, well, I felt like we were in a good spot, but yeah, internet be internet. At least I got back on before the game ended, and our opponent kind of ran out of answers, which is always a good time. So let's play this. We can at least block this teamkin now. And next turn, we can actually start doing some good stuff. We can start doing some good stuff. Come on. 7th land. Have it. Have the 7th land. Experimental Frenzy be pretty rough here. All right, well, they're definitely offering the trade, which is wonderful. I wonder if they have another, like... Okay. Not bad. Not too much stuff, though. Just a Steamkin, or not a Steamkin, just a Pyromancer and some lands. All right, so we are going hero into Saheeli. Let us start rebuilding. Playing that shit tapped. All right, here it is, boys and girls and whatever. Oh my god. The enemy. The enemy of all things, this deck. Well, I felt pretty okay with what was happening, but that Chain Whirler was definitely pretty good. All right. Opt into not a land. All right, let's do this. Whatever, let's try to get some damage in. I guess our best draw would be a hero, because then we can make a ton of tokens next turn. Hopefully they both come at the Saheeli. Oh my god. Remember when I said Chain Whirler was the best thing they could possibly have against this deck? I was not speaking superfluously. That's not even the word I meant to say. And hey, look, a hero. Gotta love casting that and having to hold back to block. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if my internet didn't die right there. I wonder. My opponent just holding up literally any card right now. All right, well, unfortunately, there's no coming back from that, but internet. Oh, internet. I'm not too worried about it, though. I'm not too worried about it. Let's see if we can run it back. That was a fluke. All right, well, internet aside, that wasn't a very great showing of the deck. So let's see what game 3 brings us. It's not a great hand, but we do have an opt to kind of get into red mana. Got a Teferi and an Electromancer. I think that's a pretty decent keep. Play opt on our opponent's turn, just in case we need to dig for a very specific card. Mono red, probably. Well, hey, it's good to know that best of one is still completely dominated by mono red. So I think here, yeah, we need the red mana. So, and we definitely don't want to keep shocking ourselves. That's literally the perfect draw. So here we want to throw the Electromancer. It'll probably catch a shock or a lightning strike or something like that, but any burn that goes towards our creatures is burn that is not going towards our face. Yep, all right, that's fine, that's fine. So now we can shock Teferi or play a land tapped and Discovery. I think we want to play the land tapped and Discovery. Our opponent can only really bash in for 2. Teferi would just die. Oh my god. That is not what we want at all. Oh, are you serious? Wow. All right, well, let's see, a whole lot of Discovery dispersals. What we want now is tokens, really. I mean, obviously walking into a Chain Whirler again, not going to be ideal, but we just need a presence here. It's a bummer. Get in their land drops. All right, so we can play like a defensive heroic reinforcements. We could just beacon bolt something away. Teferi here isn't great because pretty much this is just a repeat burn spell. This can just haste back in. This will just haste back in as well. Everything is going to kill it. I will draw a card, but they could just ignore the Teferi after that and get in a whole lot of damage. The defensive reinforcements is going to cost us 2. We could dig for something. This feels bad, but I'm just going to Beacon Bolts. Tapped. Yeah, mono red is probably this deck's worst matchup. Without a quick start, they can easily outrace us. And with cards like Chandra and Light at the Stage, they can really outvalue us too. And Chain Whirler is just a freaking nightmare. So I can Saheeli Discovery, but I'd have to shock myself. Ugh. None of this feels good. Just need to keep drawing cards. Don't think this one's going to work out in our favor, unfortunately. They have so many cards. They're going to keep drawing stuff with Chandra. There's 6 damage right there between Fanatical Firebrand, Pyromancer, and Lightning. Yeah, they just need any slew of burn spells here. Or we go to 1 life. I guess 2. I guess it does make sense for them to go to Teferi. Can't attack the Chandra here. Yeah, that was not a great showing of this deck. Once again, mono red. Too quick, too aggressive. Not the best. All right, so we got to start. We got to really dig our heels in here. Show us, and by show us, I mean show the world what this deck is made out of. So you really got to see what it could do and kind of win a grindier game against the Flash deck. But these mono red decks are... all these people are just trying to grind out points. This isn't the worst. Again, we're missing our early token generators, but at least now we have a shock and discovery into a Teferi, so we can kind of either dig for the lands we need or dig for a token maker and also defend ourselves from like cheap creatures. I think we keep this. We're also on the draw. All right, well, it looks like mono red is just very, very popular still. Oh, hey, Gruul. Oh. Okay. So we may have ourselves, what you'd say, not the most legitimate of decks, perhaps? Not that what I'm playing is legitimate, but I mean, we got Teferi. I mean, what's more legit than Teferi? Don't want that. We need white. Hey. Okay, so we can Saheeli. Unless, I mean, there's that Lord I guess they could play. If they're going weird aggro fungus. Are these elementals? No. Okay, I guess they could minus, yeah. I'm going to say I think this is fine. We can get rid of the token. Shock the Shepherd, or Sapherd, not Shepherd. Yes, the Yavimaya Shepherd. We can continue to minus Chandra here. Okay. So we're going to Saheeli. We can hold up to pose deploy so we can tap the Phoenix. And draw a card. Okay. So we're going to tap the Phoenix, make a token, get a Justice Strike. All right. So we can kill the Phoenix and then get rid of the Elemental. It's probably the best move here. Just considering how problematic friggin' permanently removing these things are. Hold back a blocker. They can get rid of their Chandra. Thing's putting in work in this match. It's a lot of mana. That is a lot of mana. Okay. Guess their fungal plots is on the line now, I guess. Man, we're getting like janked out by a freaking free-to-play deck right now. Oh my god. All right, so we need to start picking up some value pretty quick here. Ugh. Is the shock worth it to get rid of the Steamkin, or do we need to build a board presence here? I don't think they can really go off with a Steamkin yet. I think we like really need to draw into something significant here. Gross. Okay. So we've drawn about half the lands in our deck. They can actually start getting a lot of value out of fungal plots now, which is hilarious. Gotta say, interesting synergies going on here. A lot of cheap cards, but whatever opponent's trying to do, they are doing it, that's for sure. It feels bad, but they're doing it. So anything but a land, please, anything but a land. All right, so how's this thing do again? Sacrifice 2, gain 2 life and draw a card. So they basically have anything I block, they're just going to get value off of. So I think we pass, tap their Steamkin before combat. Man, it sure feels bad when the go wide token deck doesn't get to make a token in about 4 games, huh? All right, at least I got a blocker now, huh? All right, we just need to dig for answers. I guess a second Crackling Drake's not bad. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We can threaten lethal pretty soon. I mean, they can gain 3 life, draw 3 cards. They have infinite mana, basically, to do whatever they need to do. Blocking Steamkin is sketchy. I'm going to shock it, lightning strike it. All right. Okay, so my brief moment of feeling better is passing me by. I think we block here just in case we can kill the little token. And I guess it doesn't matter because I'm bad at math. All right, so we got... Wow, we just got friggin' Friday Night Magicked out. That's what happened there. That was an unimpressive showing of this deck. Like, super unimpressive showing. All right, let's take it to the ladder. Let's play a couple on the ladder. That was not a good representation of this deck. Just mono red, friggin' Gruul Saprolings. I don't even know what that was. Oh, it started out so promising too. Simic Flash, just going down hard. Now this is what I'm talking about. Let's get some friggin' tokens going, am I right? You even see one of the little tokens in the Hallowed Fountain, you know? The little one of these guys. Aethopters. Yeah, some little Azoriusian Healer's Hawk, huh? So we could be playing some old school Guilds of Ravnica mono white here. Some blue-white flyers, which is what it looks like. Not super concerned about this matchup. I'm going to run this out. I am losing out on, I guess, a token from Hero Precinct 1 and then 2 from this, but being able to start firing off these powerful spells for discounts is definitely more of what we want to do right now. Wasn't too worried about deposing that at the moment. Protection from red. Okay. So I could tap this, get a token, attack for a lot, because I can't bolt or strike it, but pretty soon the deploy is going to be very powerful, and it's going to get us good amount of tokens. So let's go here, Precinct 1. Yeah, no spells. I think we want to main phase this just so if they do block one of the heroes with a Drake, we get the 2 tokens out of this. Unless they have a dive down or something. Clearly have something. Probably not the smartest attack. Trading out the Electromancer. I'm tired, all right? I'm tired. I'm not... My combat math is going out the window. Teferi wouldn't be too bad. We can bounce their favorable wins, draw a card, get a bunch of tokens. Deploy is getting pretty good here. We're going to start gaining a lot of life by playing that. I think we want to attack first. See if they flash in anything. two can play at that game. I'm doing it on there like now just because I don't want to get it countered. I'm going to gain 8 life here. Puts us right back in the game. Got a lot of blockers. Can block the Cerulean Drake, which is kind of a problematic card just because we can't remove it any other way. The Spectral Sailor is definitely the most valuable creature. I mean, yeah, I don't really care about that. Everything else I can kill with one of these. Teferi would be a real good draw right here. Other creatures I control. Fun fact, they're going to gain a lot of life right here. I'm at 16, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Gotta catch up. Can start drawing cards, start gaining life. This is getting out of hand fast. So here's a tricky thing. It's like, do we want to keep them off of drawing cards or just sustain our life total? I think we want to do this. We could get blown up by like a dive down by doing this. And we're still going down 8 here. Can kill something next turn. I think we have to do this. Just really got to keep their life total, or not their life total. We need to keep their board state under control. Well, that's a bummer. Okay, Healer's Hawks are annoying, but it's not the like worst thing that can happen here. Oh, are we just dead? I think we're just dead. All that irrelevant life gain from the Angel and the Healer's Hawk. Fun fact, we could have killed enough stuff if we weren't dumb and attacked in with our Electromancer. All right, that was an embarrassing game once again. If I was a football player, I would be the punter because that's the kind of life I'm living right now. I should really record these videos during the day, not after I work for 12 hours, you know? It's like whenever I go to F&M, you know, work all morning, all day, come home, eat a snack, go play Magic, be very tired, do not perform well. But you know what? I always have a good time. And in the end, that's all that really matters. Do I want to get this guy out? Or do I want to shock this? I think we just want to shock it. Electromancer is still good next turn. We can Electromancer and Discovery next turn. Although that would have been a pretty good target for shock. Man, you'd think I have like 50 friggin' lands in this deck. That's a pretty good draw. Pretty good draw. Get this War Boss out of here before it gets too out of control. So I could offer the trade here, but I think by attacking, they're probably saying that they have collision colossus in hand, and I don't want to trade this off as early this game. It might come back to bite me, but I have removal for the Legion War boss, so I think one turn with additional damage probably isn't that bad. And they clearly have an instant in their hand, so I think they were representing collision colossus there. Would have been a very easy blowout. So I think I start with Discovery. Do I want another Discovery after next turn? Yeah, 1-mana Discovery is good. That's actually not bad. So let's definitely take this. Let's play something that'll hurt us. Tapped. Let's get in for 2. No, let's not get in for 2. Probably should have put a stop there, but sometimes Arena gets you. It gets you. So against Legion Ward boss, you kind of always want to put a stop before combat, just because you can actually kill it before these triggers happen. Okay, so here, once again, I think they're representing Collision Colossus. And I think I can manage 4 more damage, considering I have a Justice Strike here. Yep, okay. In the end, still got me. I think we just got to do it now. Got to try to conserve our life total. Oh, God. No, I just need tokens, man. So if I'm learning anything from these games, it's that I need to start mulliganing more aggressively. There are certain cards that I just need. So your opponent still has something in hand. They're getting all these stops. My deck just loves drawing shocklands and nothing else. So probably representing another Collision Colossus. Oh, or not. Surprising. Just a lightning strike? Yep. So we've basically been on our back foot all of these games. So if I'm learning anything in my tired state, wow, these are best of 1 games. Friggin' fire off fast. Fried ice cream, good name, cool name. Okay, token maker. Dig for more token makers. Removal. I think that's what we need. More annoying. Enter that shit tapped. Let's hope we don't get friggin' janked out by a mill deck here. That'd be no fun. Unless it's like a Jace combo deck or something where they're trying to mill themselves out. That'd be pretty freaking hilarious. Okay, so let's Discovery. Start getting some tokens out of here. I think they're clearly just holding a bunch of counter magic up. I think we want that. Which is fine. This is probably just going to get countered, so let's just pass the turn. We can hold up Justice Strike and opt. Interesting. mono blue with a mill friggin' backup plan? Is that what's happening? Sure seems that way. But you can already see just getting these early token makers is really convenient. Thank you. I did not want those. Okay, so one of the fun things that this deck can do is you can minus make your tokens hero precinct ones. And if I can draw into a multicolored spell, I get twice the tokens. Beacon Bolt's expensive right now. All right, so probably should maybe wait it on that, but I mean, you can kind of see the trick here. Yeah, if I was a smarter man, I would have sequenced that better, but it's like a mono blue tempo mill deck. That's kind of hilarious. All right, so now let's show you the not dumb way of doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 6 mana available. Let's just do untapped. So let's start here. Get the double token Bonanza. Play it to Teferi. Get double the tokens. And they quit. So there you can see the power of just early token makers, and you can really start going off with Saheeli once you start kind of copying heroes. You can copy Goblin Electromancers and make your spells really cheap. Not that I have many expensive spells. I think my curve tops out at 3 in this deck. This is very slow. We have Saheeli and stuff, but this is just, with these 2 tapped lands, this is just, it's not what you want. This is a lot better. We have a Saheeli, Justice Strike, the Heroic Reinforcement Saheeli combo is amazing. Don't need 2 of them though, those are expensive. So we're gonna start just blue. I don't want to opt into some lands here. Green, all right. I want it, but I can't cast it. Gotta be strong. So maybe a Bant ramp thing, maybe just some mono green ramp action. Some Simic ramp action. All right, so play this tapped again. If it's the deck I think it is, don't really have many targets for Justice Strike. Punished. Always punished. All right, so I think we just run out Saheeli here. It's going to live most likely. Unless it's surprise team or elementals. So their value train is running. Hopefully next turn we can start our own value train. Is this when it enters the battlefield? Yes, okay. So in response to like elemental casts, we can Justice Strike. Cavalier, perhaps? That's fine. Can't heroic or Justice Strike it anyway. Having my Electromancer die is not the absolute worst. It's annoying, for sure. Not the worst, though. So I'm just going to go Buck Wild here. Hoping they get a block. So that's one of my favorite things this deck does. Every time it happens, it feels good. Play Heroic Reinforcements, trigger Saheeli, make a token. All the tokens get +1/+1 in haste. You can do a lot of damage real fast. So we got our opponent playing Nissa here, trying to make their own tokens. Or lands, not tokens. Friggin' love these lands, though, from the, whatever it's called, the Planecations. Get your full arts, you get these super nice Rebecca Guay, however that's pronounced. Let's toss out a Teferi here. Just bounce their land. Attack the Nissa, just because Nissa can actually ultimate. Fortunately, I only have one white source, so we can't hold up Justice Strike, but we're not in the worst position here. It's not great. Definitely worse now. I see what's happening. Using their lands to fight stuff, maybe? Pretty big fan of this Vraska, or not Vraska, this Vivian. Played in my mono green Stompy deck, and it's pretty damn good. Like, the +1 is super powerful, just making things like Steel Leaf Champion even bigger. So in this transaction, Saheeli is more valuable. One, two, three, four, five. So luckily, we can actually kill multiple things here. They got off to an early value town, but 5 and 5, so much loyalty. These planeswalkers are nuts. I think Nissa's still the more problematic one here. Just, you can make it so much friggin' mana. Makes friggin' 3/3s every turn. Vivian is constant removal, though. Together, they're a pretty good team. It's a pretty interesting take on the whole ramp strategy. I've never seen Vivian played in these decks, but it's definitely a way to make your Leafkin Druids, your Llanowar Elves more powerful. I remember early on in a lot of those ban to ramp strategies, people were playing God Eternal Ketra just because late in the game when you draw these mana elves and stuff, they're usually garbage. They're also creating 4/4 vigilance zombies for Oketra, so there's some more late game play with your trash. Yeah, so our opponent is really getting some value out of their deck here. Our best chance for winning is to just get like a critical mass of tokens. And unfortunately, it's going to be pretty hard. Yep, give these things trample. I wonder, there's the new legendary creature that came in an M20 that creates flying spirits, I believe, when you cast non-creature spells. So you can get really crazy, but I think making your curve that high is not where you want to be. Definitely not going to block there. It doesn't matter. It has trample. Yep, things are not looking up. All our lands and another land. We're not going to win this, especially with a negate. Okay, so not the most powerful deck, clearly. Took it through the ringer, did not come out on top. But you can definitely see that there's something here. Like the core of Saheeli, Hero of Precinct 1, and just the slew of other cards. Teferi is huge in this deck. There's like Goblin Electromancer does trigger Hero of Precinct 1 as well as make some of your other spells cheaper. Maybe this card could be something else. Maybe it could be that new, whatever it is, the bird wizard thing. And maybe there's just some other non-creature spells. Like maybe we just want to go up in the ops and shocks, keep it really low, and just really focus on Saheeli. Or there's just some more gold spells we want. Let's look through here. I mean, deputy detentions or something like that. Maybe some more depose deploys. Those have always seemed pretty good in this deck. And Guildmage is expensive. I mean, if we had a sideboard, maybe some of these against mono red and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's a fun deck. I would definitely take it for a spin. Mana base hurts. It's expensive, but there's something here, and I want to keep working on it. If any of you have any suggestions on how to make this deck better, versions of this deck that you like, let me know. I'd love to play it. So thanks for watching. This has been Wasting Wildcards on Multi5.